Hey nerds,
What's up?
we're back.
We're back.
Back to Keiichi's fun murder paranoia hour. Which I want to point out is still entirely paranoia at this point.
Yeah?
Yeah, like aside from one askance comment from Tomitake, pretty much everything that's kind of creating tension right now is just paranoia on his part. And everything he's doing is voluntary.
Yeah.
Like, no one is making him look into this more. So either we don't understand something about his motivations, or it's just paranoia right now.
maybe if he just trusted his friends, everything would be fine.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know. It just seems to me like a lot of the tension right now is paranoia that is his own damn fault, and he could walk away from it at any point. No one is making this happen.
Yeah. So, I had a question for
Right.
you. Now that we've had a couple episodes for the setting to sink in,
Mm-hmm.
do you have any theories for why in the heck?
Hey everyone,
What's up?
we're doing another intro again. Don't ask why. Back to fun Keiichi paranoia hour.
Indeed.
Do I have to repeat that whole thing? Maybe I do.
We could just use that.
I could just use that. Who cares? Let's do this, everyone.
Let's roll.
Autobots, roll out.
Back to school. Ha ha ha. How was it, Kei-chan?
So you went to Renaissance House. Wasn't it amazing?
It's nothing like that, right? Right?
Right, because we were helping her take the Colonel home yesterday.
Yeah, we went home with Reina.
Unlike my house, the Ryukyu residence wasn't newly constructed. It had been renovated from a pre-existing building. Well, the house itself was fine. The problem was the yard. There, it was crammed with rows upon rows of oddities. I'm beginning to understand now. They were all the same as Colonel Sanders, stuff you'd see while walking around in town. The cake shop's mascot, Lil Licky, the Toa Dolmon in front of the pharmacy. She even had the amazing flying elephant from the top of the department store.
Just a kleptomaniac with an incredibly cracked sense of what's cool. And
These are
just...
the trophies from the businesses I toppled. The only way to destroy capitalism is one brick at a time. I'll agree with you that those are cute, but why the mailbox? Won't you get in trouble for that one?
But, oh, so cute.
She must have just thought about it because her face filled with delight. So it's the bigger the better, huh? Just as long as it's big.
And a room displays the smaller ones. I had a chance to see them before.
And let me guess, cute kids like Rika-chan are locked away in the basement?
Yep. I'll keep anything. Ah, cute.
What does her family think about this? We've heard mention of her mother, so she clearly does have some parental figure in her home. What are they making of this? What does she think of, like, well, I guess my daughter's just placing a whole bunch of bric-a-brac on my lawn.
The parents just trying to figure out how to deal with their neuroatypical child. And are like, okay, I guess we'll indulge the latest special interest. There's still room in the yard.
So she takes anything that she likes back to her nest. No ill will intended. So she's like a magpie, huh? Hey, Rena, you know about the Statue of Liberty in New York, right? Is that cute? I'm sorry, is that cute?
Yeah, cute. I want it.
You're gonna have to have some words with the French about that one. The U.S. should probably come up with some countermeasures ASAP. If not, the Statue of Liberty really will take a trip to the Hinamizawa in the not-so-distant future. Sonic goes like,
What is this?
My apologies for keeping you waiting.
Rika-chan had returned. No fun being called to the staff room. Did you do something?
How rude. Rika isn't some hoodlum like Keiichi-san.
Nothing like that, Keiichi-kun. Rika-chan is a member of the festival committee.
The festival committee? Festival? The school cultural festival or something?
Kei-chan, I already told you. It's the village festival. The Watanagashi.
All right. Oh, come to think of it, she did say that there would be a festival at the shrine during the next break. So, what is this Watanagashi thing about? Is it like a floating lantern festival?
I guess the last part where you set things adrift in a river is similar.
So, okay, when you say it like that, you ever heard of a short story called The Lottery? Just trying to understand here. Because when you say it like that, you're not helping my paranoia here. Which, again, as we've established, is almost entirely in his own head right now.
Yeah.
So...
Except we use cotton things like old worn-out futons and padded cloaks. It's a festival expressing thanks for their years of service.
that just sounds like you're tossing your old trash down the river. No wonder they want to build a dam.
Yeah, it's pretty cute.
No wonder they want to build a dam. They don't want your trash to keep going downstream. If they're going to keep tossing their trash in the river, we might as well make sure it doesn't get out. The people living in Hinamizawa dump their futons and padded cloaks in a stream? Sounds like it'd be a lot of trouble if it backed up the current. Maybe they should just drop some fish in and have a fish wrangling competition. Skewer them and sprinkle them in a little salt and... Oh man, I can smell it already.
That's just summer camp. I never anticipated how destitute Keiichi-san's imaginative capabilities would actually be.
What? How could you tell what I was thinking? Something silly.
It was written all over your face.
It's also written in the text box. We can all read the text log, you know.
What sort of face could have expressed what I'd imagined just now? Rena demonstrated for me. I see. No argument there.
Ha ha ha, it's nothing fun like that, you see. But you should still look forward to it. Let's all go together. I'll come get you that day.
I don't really feel like going to festivals unless someone asked me to. I wouldn't get bored if these guys were going.
You won't get bored. We're doing it again this year.
What's it? Mion's proclamation came as she looked at each member in turn. What was this all about? By the way Mion looked, it was probably...
Our club's summer tradition, the Watanagashi 4-demon firefight.
What? That sounds awful! What kind of name is that?
I think it's a cute name, though.
Okay, but you think many things are cute, and
I'm
not
correct.
And moving along. I tried to object sharply, but since Rena looked happy about it, I decided it was pointless to fight it.
I love that that's one of Rena's happy sprites.
Right? They're just thinking about something gigantic and not at all in a weird way, or it is in a weird way, just not in the weird way. You know what I mean.
Since Keiichi is here this year, it becomes 5 demons.
Rika-chan made a small correction in light of my presence. So, how does this funky-sounding club activity tie into the festival?
This is where you exhibit the skills you've nurtured through your daily club activities.
Exactly. We show the full extent of the abilities that the best of the best have obtained through our daily trials and tribulations. But last year the mayor got angry, so we need to make sure not to cause any problems this time.
The mayor got angry. Are you all sacrificing a maiden each year or something? Like, what the hell is going on?
So basically, we're doing club activities while checking out the stalls.
Thank you, Rika. Rika-chan really is the only one who explains things so they make sense. I see, so we'll be exhibiting on those busy festival grounds. Rena was right, of course, that would be a reason for the mayor to get angry.
But it's lots of fun.
That was the only point I did not doubt. It would be, without question, fun. The day of the festival was drawing near.
Well, putting that aside for now, let's start our club activities today. Any objections?
Nay!
Nay!
Our voices rang out in unison.
when there's lots of people, card games really are the easiest to play. This really is the most basic of table games.
Listen, Mion, you set me up to believe that you were a board game nerd. And now
I have to play down to your level.
All right. Harsh but fair.
We can start up the Axis and Allies, but it'll take 3 weeks, and you are not ready for the punishment that will ensue when I defeat you.
No, I'm not. Jesus. Playing with the marked deck again?
We'll use a new one today. There are no marks on the cards, so we're on equal footing.
I wonder if that really is the case. I will have to inspect them.
Well, that was fair. Just to be safe, everyone check the cards.
Everyone's surreptitiously marking a couple in their own way.
I was
while
gonna say,
inspecting.
yeah, absolutely. And whoever's last gets to do it without anyone having to double check them.
Yes, these seem to be fine. Are you all satisfied? Then today, I guess, we'll play President. That's good for 5 people.
Oh shit! I used to play that all the time.
Yeah.
Holy crap! I forgot
Although
about
I
that.
didn't call it President.
What'd you call it?
Asshole?
Oh right. Sorry, we literally called it President.
I
Just
see.
just because I don't know. Calling a game asshole just is like. There was part of me that even then was like, this is a little bit forced, right?
We played it before. We played it in high school, like every day, my friend group, at the start of the day before classes started when people were arriving for the buses. Because they wouldn't let us play poker anymore, even when we stopped using lunch money.
Wait, you were playing poker with actual lunch money?
We did a couple times and they got really mad.
Okay, yeah, but you were if you're actually gambling.
So we switched to the drinking game, noted drinking game with a rude name, asshole.
Another standard card game. First one to get rid of all their cards wins. The basic rules: play a better card than the one before. To play straights and pairs, there are various techniques that improve the game, like reversals. Because it's such a well-known game, there are lots of house rules for it as well. The name, for example. In my hometown, we called it Millionaire. I'd like to go over some details. Are the jokers wild? Can you make a reversal with 3 threes?
No jokers, 2 is the highest. You can reverse a reversal. You can only make a reversal with 4 of a kind, not 3. Also, you know how the peasant sends a good card to the president?
I am familiar with this, yes.
None of that.
Okay. While I was confirming the familiar rules, Sadako looked over at me cautiously. Probably should have tried to look more like more of an amateur. Pretty used to this game. It's President with a new deck. Today I might be able to win. I had the gist of the rules now, but that wasn't everything, was it?
Oh.
So, what shall today's penalty be?
About that, why don't we all write something down on slips of paper and have the loser draw one?
Oh, that seems like it could be interesting.
All right, a nasty one, and have Keiichi-san drawn it.
I don't know if I brought this up yet, but I get that it's a thing that kids do because kids are little shits, but fostering friendship through mutual bullying of one another.
Game's not fun unless there's something on the line.
I know. I'm just pulling it back to the cult behavior thing, remember?
Yeah?
I'm just saying, when you take a step back, it's kind of fucked up. Maybe this is all just to induce paranoia in the reader and everything's fine. Maybe this is all a joke played on me.
It would be awful if you wrote a bad one and drew it yourself.
Well, just don't lose.
Don't you know best?
Am I getting better with my Sadako?
Yeah, I like your Sadako.
Mion handed out several slips of paper to everyone.
Then write down whatever and put it in this bag. When you lose, stick your hand inside and pick one out.
Now then, what would be a good penalty? Worst case scenario, you draw what you wrote. Something too intense would be like digging your own grave. You mark your own piece of paper when you put it in, duh.
No penalty. Let's forbid that kind of idea from being written down.
Rika-chan's casual suggestion caused Mion's hand to lurch to a sudden halt.
She had already thought of it. She was going to write no penalty and mark it.
Yeah, just in case.
That's so sneaky, Mion-san. She wrote no penalty in the corner of the slip is folded.
I see. Just in case you lost, you grab the note with the folded quarter and you'd be safe. That was a good idea. Diabolical as ever, Mion. Rika-chan is quite formidable too, being able to see through that. I couldn't underestimate her even though she doesn't stand out.
Everyone, don't write penalties that are too mean, okay?
Nobody agreed to Rena's proposal. Everyone was ruthless. It's fine, Rena, just don't lose.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll try hard so everyone has to pick the penalty I write.
Rena was quite brutal even though she usually appeared meek. Better not underestimate her either.
I agree with that. I'm very curious what Rena's penalty is in particular.
Everybody's penalties are scary.
I still didn't know what Rika-chan's penalties would be like.
Basically, you can't afford to lose this game. Everybody here ready?
We all nodded determinedly. Having confirmed that, Mion dealt out the cards. Finally, the battle begins! I had a decent starting hand. Card after card was played in the middle. Not needing Mion to tell them, both Rika-chan and Sadako played their cards without hesitation. Rena and I were the only ones who paused to think. Seemed that Rena genuinely couldn't make up her mind, but I was different. I was like a shark stalking its prey, just waiting for the right time to strike. Will this work? Then I'll play this 3 and I'm out.
9! No one? 8! 7! I'm out!
5 and 5, I'm out. Then I'll discard this last one, and I'm out. I missed my chance.
The loser of the first round was, of all people, Mion. And I was certain. Today I could win.
Now then, Michan, pull out one of the slips, okay?
Mion, accepting her defeat, scrounged around inside the bag and pulled out one piece of paper.
What? Who did this? Who wrote this?
Mion quivered and shrieked.
What is it? What is it? Huh?
Rena was also surprised when she peeked at it. What kind of terrible thing was written on it? Pet the principal on the head. Oh, getting some Nishijo vibes now. This does feel like a Nishijo gag almost.
A school life silly game taken to a comedic extreme.
Yeah.
Slice of life nonsense.
Yeah. Hey, wait, how is this bad?
Keiichi-san, do you not understand?
The principal.
Bull is balding and is ashamed of it!
Sadako yelled with a serious look on her face, but she wasn't as loud as Mion's shriek. What could it be?
The principal is a martial arts master.
He boasts about traveling around the world, perfecting his skills when he was younger.
He switched to teaching after seeing the poor state of education in Japan after the war.
Did Rika write this one? She's the only one that doesn't look worried while describing this. He was inhuman. Pet that guy's head?
As the club president, there is no way I can set a bad example by refusing.
I appreciate that she plays by her own rules. She bellowed out a yell as she dashed off down the hallway. Wouldn't it have been easier to sneak out quietly and try to do it without making a fuss?
Probably impossible. They say he used to hunt sea slugs just by sensing their presence.
I could do nothing but wait with bated breath. Is no one going to go with her to witness this? Kerpow! A rumble shook the classroom.
That's the principal's aerial opener.
Boof, pow, whap, zashing, kaboom! Following the launcher with a jab, strong, fierce combo. He's even using meter.
So which fighting games do you think Ryukishi plays?
I actually don't know. As much like I am very much a fighting game come lately person.
Yeah.
I've only really played like Guilty Gear with a small circle of friends, and that was AC plus R, which it was a lot of fun, and I really enjoy that, and can see why people enjoy playing that with like a group of folks. I have, unlike with a lot of other stuff we play on the channel, I have no context for like what the history of that looks like. I mean, just statistically speaking, Street Fighter 2. I just like based on the sheer numbers, I'm guessing Street Fighter 2. But I mean, that's just as safe a guess as I can make. From how it sounded, the principal's jumping fierce sounds like a multi-hit combo.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Nothing I could do now except stay calm. I understood now why there were no delinquents at this school. After a few moments of silence, Mion slumped back to us.
Petted. Is that good enough?
Mion said before collapsing.
She's alive, at least. Now we can continue the game.
Monster.
I was amazed the person who made club activities like these could say that.
But now, the worst penalty is gone now, right? Right?
Rena tried to lighten the mood and was only met with Mion's malicious grin. She was serious now.
I'm not holding back anymore. You'll all get yours.
The pace of the game became bizarrely quick. I could tell the game had gotten more intense.
Ace. 3, 4, 5. I'm out. I'm out as well.
I'm out too.
3, and now I'm out.
I lost.
And the heavens chose to vanquish Rena.
What kind of penalty, I wonder? What kind of penalty, I wonder?
It wasn't exactly hard for her to be worried. Just thinking of the level of difficulty of Mion's first penalty still made me quiver, and so the penalty she drew with trembling fingers was... The heck was this? Speak? Is this her reading it aloud?
Speak like a maid. Huh? What is this? This one, what do I need to do?
So, basically, it means you have to use the same expressions as a maid?
Okay, master.
It hit me like a ton of bricks. I had no idea who wrote that penalty, but she was awesome! No idea, huh? No idea. My first guess is Keiichi, and my second guess is Rika. I don't know why Rika would have context for that, but it seems like she would. Then, Rena, can you shuffle the cards and deal?
Yes, master.
Oh, I could just die right now. Anyway, let's continue. Right, Rena?
Yes, master.
The eagerness to which I was goading Rena into addressing me as master was downright impressive, if I do say so myself.
Oh yeah, I won't lose anymore. I'm out.
I shan't lose either.
I'm out.
Then with that, I'm out too.
I can't believe it. Is it Rena's loss again?
Rena again? What kind of penalty would it be this time? I was delighted by the mysterious sense of anticipation. Anticipation? No. This was conviction! This is going to be Rena reading it aloud, right?
Remove one piece of clothing from the top and bottom halves of your body.
That's just indecent. Who could have written that one? My face reddened in anger. If I didn't yell something out, I wouldn't be able to hide my shaking. Who did write that? God, please give that man a Nobel Prize.
Smart person takes off socks and tie.
That's what I was going to say.
Idiot immediately starts removing pants.
I think that one was Mion.
That would be an ignoble prize.
Not good, not good. What I was thinking about was written on my face again. Sadako, stop reading the text log. Who do you think? Is that the big twist that this is going to be?
Could be. Mi-chan.
Rena begged with Mion with teary eyes, but everyone knew Mion's answer already.
Nope. Won't go easy on you. You lost, so take it like a man. Understood, master. I'll undress.
What? I looked around thinking someone else would probably stop her. Of course, I wasn't exactly trying to stop her either. Then I heard the rustling of clothing, the sound of her skirt hitting the ground and set my heart racing.
Is this fine, master?
I looked away like a gentleman. But these club activities, you needed to be ruthless after all. Oh.
Keiichi-san, whatever were you expecting? Certainly we would not have her strip if she weren't wearing her PE clothes underneath.
Sadako poked fun at me, but right now I can't hear it.
Not bad, Kei-chan. This old man never even thought you would go after her like that.
You've got it wrong. I didn't write that one down.
Master didn't write this one.
Her squirming around in her PE clothes made it impossible for me not to feel anything.
Everybody else here writing penalties to try and get Keiichi set up with somebody.
It's like, is that what they're doing? Are they just trying to wingman for these two right now? Calm down, Keiichi Maebara. Mion probably wrote that one and planned to go after me as I panicked. That's what I said. You can't fall for her trap knowing it's a trap. Clear your head. Calm down and assess the situation. I was determined to think my way out of this. And the answer was quite simple. I win! And then I became a god. Become as gods. I who had already entered the domain of godhood. What would dare stand in my way? It was like they were pulled to me magnetically. I was picking up aces and twos like no one's business.
Huh? How could my luck of the draw be so bad?
Sadako lost, right? I'll draw the penalty. Speak like a little sister.
Ah! Fine. Oni-chan? Ah!
Yes, the pleasure of making this brat disgrace herself.
Ugh. This old man loses again.
Neon's lost, right? I'll draw it out. Wear a girl's school swimsuit.
No, that's the one I wanted Kei-chan to get.
Yes! Neon's despair was like sweet honey.
Master, I lost again.
Rena lost, I'll draw it for you. Let the person in first place rest their head on your lap.
In this outfit, Master?
Yeah! She's not wearing a skirt, so it's her bare legs.
Ah! Oni-chan, you're too good! Ah!
Of course, notice who doesn't lose ever. Sadako lost again. I'll draw it. Obey the person in first place. How about I have you give me a shoulder massage?
Fine, Oni-chan.
Come on, do it a bit harder. Don't use your nails. I transformed into an evil dictator and couldn't be doing any better. Felt like I could control how the cards played out with my mind. Even decide what suits would appear just by willing it. By the time I realized it, I had already assembled a harem. I was laughing haughtily as I rested my head on Rena, who was now a bloomer-clad maid. Sadako was wearing a collar and had taken on little sister properties. Mion was fanning me while wearing a school swimsuit.
Today is Master's overwhelming victory, isn't it? Please refrain from moving your head around so much.
I began to think, why does a man have no end to his desires? How could I wish for more than this palace of dreams?
What is it, Keiichi?
I'm saddened by the thought of man having no end to his desires.
May I interest you in Buddhism?
Yes. After achieving everything I wanted at the mere tender age of 17, I think, it is time for me to adjourn from all worldly pleasures.
Yes, excellent. I think you'll find that attachment is the root of all suffering.
I see. Wise words, young one. And that was it. Rika-chan hadn't been in first, but she continued to escape being in last.
Keiichi is quite greedy. It's said you should know when enough is enough.
I know that very well, but how to say it? I feel like I wouldn't mind if I died now.
We can arrange for that.
You see that's when you say stuff like that keeps giving me the paranoia.
Master, please refrain from moving your head around. You say you wouldn't mind dying. Then that can be arranged.
What the shit? Isn't that what you just said? Rika-chan said it in her usual calm manner with a cheery tone. This was undoubtedly a declaration of war.
Go,
Oh wait,
Rika.
her swimsuit outfit is different from the...
Yeah.
Yeah, this is new. Hold on. I didn't think that they got new sprites for that. Hey, swimsuit. Sweet.
Go, Rika-chan, go. Take him out.
Oh, that's why she has the... okay.
That's what the cover image that we were like,
That-
what the fuck is this?
Wait,
is.
does that mean...
We'll see.
Defeat this arch devil of perversion!
Wait, that's also a new sprite for Sadako. Hold on.
There are far too many sprites.
There are far too many. Yeah, there are like way too many variants, which is really cool because this is not a thing in Umineko.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are like maybe one or two people have like one different outfit for some scenarios. And then I can think of one instance where a character gets like an extra accoutrement due to a scene, and that's about it.
However, facial expressions impeccable.
Yes. Yes. I do. There is definitely more variety in facial expression, and I think that goes a long way. Anyway. Back to the yes.
I might not be able to win, but I'll beat him.
Such stoicism from this little girl who's always hidden away in Sadako's shadow. Would probably be rude not to meet her head on. I shall face you myself, little one. I saw Mion swap a few cards with Rika-chan in the middle of the game, but pretended I didn't see it. Do you believe you could defeat Keiichi-sama with just that?
2. Ace, ace, ace. 8, 8, 8, 8. Reversal.
Everybody looked over at me. I was still brimming with confidence. The four of them have all allied against me. Is that it? You're making me laugh. That was good. Reversal, reversal!
Huh? How could such a thing be?
Sadako let out a shriek. You simpletons! Using a pile for cards before calling the reversal left Rika-chan with no good cards. She was defeated soon after.
I lost.
Wow. Rika... The rare Rika disappointed sprite.
Yeah.
Wow! Finally you fall into my clutches. I'll pick one out. Hello? Wear cat ears, a bell collar, and a tail. I got nothing. We're just moving on. We're
Yeah?
moving on. Even the penalties were as I wished. Rika-chan hung her head and equipped the 3 holy artifacts. It's questionable as to why such things were in Mion's locker, but since I had no objections, I didn't ask.
What isn't in Mion's locker?
Mion, do we need to have a talk at some point? Oh, this was so... felt like I had become Rena. This was definitely cute.
Cute, isn't it? Isn't it? I want to take her home.
That wasn't me talking. That was the actual Rena. Nyan. My voice changes now. No, please, by all means.
Mew.
As Rika-chan mimicked a cat, teary-eyed rings of smoke escaped from Rena's ears with an audible poof.
Rika-chan must taking her home. Just for a while. I won't do anything strange. Nothing strange.
See, now this would make me feel how I would have felt playing this before.
Yeah?
Like, that would have been a whole weird moment. I still don't know how I would have squared that.
I see. I still have one trick left.
Oh, wait, we didn't look at new art. Well. Mion gasped and dropped her fist into her open palm.
If Rena must, she can take me home.
Rika, what the hell? You went from, like, smugly undefeated to, like, way too pliable way too quickly there. Oh, she's so unhappy to be a cat girl. Maybe being cat girl is fine, actually.
After Rena-san beats Keiichi-san, she can?
They thought that Rena in cute mode would be able to defeat me. Would it be that easy? Opposing me was the same as opposing God. I'd teach them their place. How preposterous! That Rena can't defeat me? Huh? For a moment, I didn't know what was going on. The 52 cards danced and flowed freely between Rena's hands like the machinations of a master magician. In the middle of those flowing cars was Rena's ecstatic expression, her head bobbing around.
Shall we, Keiichi-kun? Hurry, hurry.
Rena is a card counter, but only when she's got a stake in it. My whole body knew it already. I was going to lose.
The problem with the new sprites is Mion is so much less smug in the new sprites compared to this shit-eating grin.
She looks smug, and like in the new sprites, she looks kind of like confident and like in like that kind of smarmy, kiddish way, but not smug. In this one, she's smug, and that's important.
In this one, she looks like she spat into your can of Coke while you weren't looking.
That's what it, because yeah, exactly.
No play. Nothing to play, Kate-chan. Then with this, I'm out.
Everyone cheered. I was spent. Ugh, I've got no regrets. God, thank you for letting me dream just a little.
Now then, I'll take one out. Keiichi-san's penalty. This is it.
Everyone peeked at it in unison, gazes flicking between the text and my face. Today I did as I pleased. I'll do whatever it is. What is on there?
Oh. All.
Huh?
Every penalty up until now.
What? What the heck?
Keiichi-san, should you not be speaking like a little brother?
Yes, One-chan.
This is quite addicting. Next, I'll have you rub my shoulders. Oh.
Keiichi-kun, I don't need the lap pillow, so do that other one, okay?
You sure? The lap pillow is actually pretty great. Ugh. Yes, master.
Keiichi-kun, that's so cute. Say it again. Say it again.
No, please spare me, master. Rena passed out with a squeal, blood spewing from her nose like a fountain. My dignity was being trampled more than a communal doormat.
Next is from this old man. I'm gonna have you fan me for a good long while, you know?
Whoosh, whoosh.
Oh, almost forgot. You need to wear this, don't you? The school swimsuit.
Whoa! This is for girls, though! Can't I wear the one for boys?
It was clearly written here. Wear a girl's school swimsuit, as you can see.
Sadako was like a lone shark. Actually, me trying to escape reality as fast as humanly possible was pretty adorable, if I did say so myself. But whose school swimsuit am I gonna wear? I'm wearing one of yours. You wouldn't like it, right?
Ah, this old man doesn't care about that kind of stuff at all. Think of it as a little benefit. I'm not that in shape, so I think even Kei-chan can fit into it.
The executioners surrounded me, wagging their fingers. No! If you don't give us a CG game, what are you even doing? Have we even seen what Keiichi looks like yet?
We haven't.
I know what he looks like because of memes.
Yeah.
But, like, come on. My first thought. Oh, Keiichi discovering some things about himself. My first thought is it's rather tight around the waist, but second thought, the chest area was pretty loose. Third thought, the crotch area was, oh.
Keiichi-kun is bending forward. Cute, cute. You'll be ready after you wear the cat ears, bell, and tail. Kei-chan, want to look in the mirror? It's amazing, really. It's probably best if you look.
The stern, scientific, calculating nature mixed in with her fascination made Mion very
You
scary.
might discover something about yourself.
What? I would like to respectfully decline, Master.
Oh, yeah, your ensemble is complete. If only we could send you home dressed like that.
Then is this enough? I'll change, Ed. While I was saying that, Mion placed her hands on my shoulders, and Rika-chan slipped up behind me without a sound.
Not yet, Keiichi. There's still the first penalty left.
Oh God, in this getup? Rika-chan patted my head without saying a word.
There.
Give us a CG, you cowards! Sir, excuse me!
Yes, please come in.
I stepped forwards into the principal's office. My belt collar jingled adorably. The principal froze solid with a smile on his face as he saw me. I couldn't blame him. In the sacred place of study, specifically in his office, though I said excuse me as I entered. The sight of a person entering with a school swimsuit, cat ears, a collar, and a tail, and were to be a young male student. Without a doubt, any normal person's psyche would have stopped cold. But this could be explained. We'll call it uncanny valley camouflage, if you will. When humans see others, they can only begin to act after confirming this is human. Meaning that if he could just not comprehend what was in front of him, then in those moments before he could begin to fully process the situation, his mind was completely blank. That was my one and only chance for victory. My penalty. Rubbing the principal's head. Principal! I challenge you! I heard what sounded like a zhashing 3 times. His 3-gauge super! The principal said one thing to me.
What does it mean to be a man?
And in a heartbeat, boof! That tremor resounded throughout the Hinamizawan twilight. Ten years later, I started estrogen. Little known fact: the greatest cause of transgender awakening in young folks is being bullied by a bunch of your peers. That is 100% accurate. No citation needed. Rena was given permission to caress Rika-chan's head as much as she wanted, so they headed home together very pleased. Once again today, it was just Mion and I going home.
Man, that was intense. I didn't know Kei-chan was so good at president.
No, I was more surprised than anyone. If I was playing with guys, I wouldn't have been that strong. It's almost like they were setting him up to lose from the beginning. Hold on. Unless this whole thing had been rigged from the beginning. I can't do a good Brennan Lee Mulligan. I'm not going to try to. I can't. But just imagine that rant here. But still, it was pretty bad. Being carried off on a stretcher in that outfit will probably haunt me until the day I die.
Learn anything about yourself?
What?
That's fine, isn't it? You were able to do something to boast about for the ages, too.
Well, when she says it like that, we both smiled at each other. At least you weren't there.
Oh, we meet again, Keiichi-kun.
It was Tomataki-san. Felt like I'd been running into him quite often. Hey, take any good pictures?
Well, a few. So,
Tomataki-san suddenly leaned over and whispered into my ear.
you sure get around. Today you already have a different girl?
It's not like that. Okay, hold on. No, wait. Actually, hold up for a second here. Do people just not let people be friends with people of the opposite gender? Is that just not
Not
something...
I.
Well, I think maybe that's a problem for you. There, I said it.
No need to hide it. It's important to get lots of experience when you're young.
Oh my fucking god. I am 17-ish. Because Tomataki-san let out such a crude laugh, Mion knew what we were talking about without even hearing his whispering. She could kick my ass, dude.
I can and have.
She can and has kicked my ass, dude.
I heard through the grapevine that Mr. Tomitake is quite the catch himself. No, that wasn't my intention. Sure. Keep up the good work and take plenty of pictures. See ya.
Mion seemed to really want to get rid of this aloud quickly. Heard through the grapevine about him, huh?
Yeah, huh?
He's the talk of the town, is he?
Seems to be.
From the way she spoke, it seemed as if Mion knew Tomataki-san quite well.
How's the year treating you, mister? Staying until the Watanagashi? Yep, I plan to. After photographing the festival, I plan on heading back to Tokyo. Being a photographer sure is easy. Be sure to win some big award and become famous. You spent all your best years on photography after all. I don't think I'm that far gone. Don't they say men start developing their own unique flavor in their 30s? What's it matter what you taste like? That's so gross. Oh, look at the time. I need to go get back to the inn before it gets dark.
Tomitake-san began to take his leave with a dry laugh. It did look like he was outmatched by Mion.
Now then, I'll see you both at the festival.
And remember, she's packing. Right?
Not in this outfit.
Not in
was
this
my
outfit,
mistake,
unfortunately.
But in the other outfit.
In the other, okay. Why are her tits gigantic in the modern art?
Probably the same reason his muscles are gigantic in the modern art.
Okay. Just whatever. I don't have time for this shit. He's got like Pudge in the original sprites. Did you see that?
Yeah.
He's got like where do they go taking him from like having a little bit of like 30s dad fat to being like ripped? What the hell? This is erasure. After waving a hand cheerfully, Tomitake-san disappeared amidst the cries of the Higurashi. Why did the Higurashi sound like air horns?
Yeah, they sure are energetic up here, aren't they? The way he's going, he probably won't ever get famous. I had him promise he'd display a picture of me if he ever opened up a gallery, but I don't think that'll ever happen.
Yeah, because we still don't know what his deal is. He's up here for a while and doing something particular.
Birds, he claims.
He claimed birds, but bird staying through the Wanaka, like he'd also say he was going to stay through the festival and photograph that.
And he seems
Could
to
just
be
be
hanging around a
opportunistic.
different type of bird.
What?
Like the archaic, misogynistic slang birds.
Oh. Wow. Hold on. That took a moment. Good God. All right. Yeah, you got me there. Yeah, but like, I guess on the face of it, I guess it sort of makes sense, but it really does feel like he's like doing a journalism, right?
Yeah.
Like he's doing an investigation on something that on the story he told Keiichi about. But again, that's still just our own paranoia.
Yeah.
This game has been very good about that, about making the reader and Keiichi feel paranoid without really giving a whole lot of firm reasons to be so. So you know him, huh?
Yeah, he's an acquaintance of sorts, but you know how easy it is to tell who's an outsider?
It sounded like you meet him all the time.
Tomitake-san comes around to Hinamizawa regularly. Maybe 2-3 times a year. He says he's taking pictures of the seasonal scenery and wild birds, but, well, those photos really are nothing to phone home about.
So he comes pretty regularly.
Seems like
Was
it.
he coming regularly before the Moida?
I don't know.
Why would he be so dogged about that too? Does he have some connection to whoever died? Because like
That'd be a reason.
if we are to go out and take the reasonable assumption that he is actually here investigating the murder, even all this time after, what would motivate him to do that? Other than having a personal interest in it,
Yeah.
right? Either a personal interest in who was killed, or a personal interest in seeing, or in taking down a peg someone who he thinks did it, right? I don't know. The image Mion painted of Tomitake-san was fairly unique. Tomitake-san I knew, he was more mysterious. The words flowed naturally from my mouth. I wonder if he's really here to take pictures of the birds. Mion stared blankly at me as if to ask, why do you say that? Just seems he's here for something other than taking pictures, I think. Don't you get that feeling? Like about that incident, the dismemberment.
Oh, you too. If so, you got good instincts, Kei-chan.
She agreed with what I thought, but was quite chipper in how she said it. You knew about it then, Mion?
Of course. He might be able to pull one over on everyone else, but he can't fool this old man.
Mion was posturing pretentiously, but I had easily come to a very different conclusion from what she was imagining. Felt like all the apprehensions I had about Tomitake-san disappeared, lifting a burden off my shoulders. Finally, able to appreciate how clear the evening sky over Hinamizawa was. What was with that scene transition?
Yeah.
She didn't really explain anything, but we're just now like, oh, and now I'm all good. And now I'm all good. I'm not going to narrate about why I'm all good now. Just trust that Mion said something to me and
And it was a kind of weird conversation, huh?
Yeah.
Like, Keiichi's like, it sure seems like he's here to be investigating some murders or something. And Mion's like, ha, yup. He can't pull one over on me, though. Teehee.
See, I thought she was going to be like, I thought she was going to spin it like, yeah, I know he's really here just to take pictures of the cute girls or something like that. And like, that's where I thought they were going to go with that. But now it's just jarring, abrupt scene transition.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah. Huh. I was finally able to appreciate how clear the evening sky over Hinamizawa was. Lifting a burden from my shoulder. What the fuck happened? Is this as strange as I'm making it out to be?
Kinda. It's kind of weird.
Exhaled everything in my lungs and inhaled just as much. It smelled like dusk.
What is it, Kei-chan?
It's just that, never thought the cries of the Higurashi could feel this good. We gotta get an actual air horn in here. Or I need to get an air horn sound effect.
What's gotten into you all of a sudden, Kei-chan?
We both continued to giggle, not knowing why. Not knowing why, huh? I wonder what Rena is doing. I bet she's getting her fill of Rika-chan by now.
She's probably in the middle of asking her over so she can treat her to dinner.
Be great if she's able to take her home.
I wonder. Rika-chan is pretty good at that stuff.
Yeah, I feel the same. That head petting penalty was probably from Rika-chan.
I thought so too. The only one who could get away with patting his head is Rika-chan, after all.
Just pointless chit-chat. The hot day felt like it was being cooled down by the cries of the Higurashi.
That's true. The one person who would be able to get away with that unscathed, making it
Rika.
completely neutral,
Yep.
is the one person whose only method of interacting with other human beings, regardless of what emotional stimulus it was, is the head
Patting
pat.
them on the head. Yep.
They're there.
There. Community notice. Okay, let's check that out. Have your luck run out? A fate worse than death is the name of that? Oh, because we lost in a card game.
Yep.
Got it. Even the achievements are misleading and stuff. Oh, here it is. Community notice. We're greeting the end of the rainy season sooner than in prior years. On this day, when it feels like the summer will soon arrive, I'm pleased that everyone is in good health. The season for the Watanagashi is finally upon us. I believe the assistance of the town council will make this a wonderful festival. I also wish to ask for the assistance of everyone in regards to a few things. Number 1, collecting goods for the bazaar. We look forward to a well-received Hinamizawa Grand Bazaar exhibition, holding a massive collection of excess goods and used clothing. No raw goods, please. Management, Makino, telephone redacted. 2, recruiting Lil Festival drum dancers. The renowned Lil Festival Drum Dancers group is known for its careful choreography. The Shofu Society is taking last-minute participants. We're looking for any showboat elementary and middle schoolers. Management, Kimiyoshi, telephone redacted. 3, taking donations. We are accepting donations in multiples of 1,000 yen. For every 1,000 yen donation, you'll be awarded a refreshment stand ticket. Management, Sonozaki, telephone redacted. We're always taking suggestions for ways to improve the festival at all times. If you have an interesting idea, call Kimiyoshi at number redacted. There's a 200 yen refreshment stand ticket attached below the cut line.
We've heard some of those names before.
Could you remind me?
One of them, Sonozaki.
Sonozaki. Where have we heard Sonozaki?
That's Mion.
Oh, Mio and Sonozaki. That's
Yeah.
her. Okay, so that's her family. Or her? Have we heard any of those other names before? This is one of those things where,
I
like,
think we have.
yeah? Which one?
I think we've heard the second name Kimiyoshi.
Kimiyoshi.
Because I believe we heard about the mayor already.
Oh, is that the mayor's name?
Yep.
Mayor Kimiyoshi. This is where I would really appreciate a dramatis persona thing here. I'm
Yeah.
not good at keeping track. I can keep track of the characters because I have images of them to keep them attached to.
But not the ones that are non-sprited off-screen people.
Right, exactly. So, I mean, that's just, no Johns. I get it, no Johns, but still. Let's drop a save here. A few days had passed since the incident. Incident? What?
The
What
incident,
incident?
The incident.
What incident? The fuck? This is weird, right? I'm not... Comment section, tell me I'm not going crazy here, okay? I feel like I am. I'm coming to the conclusion that this is just designed by R07 to make the reader paranoid. I think that's... And being paranoid...
Would he do that to
Yes!
you?
Yes, he would.
He would.
He absolutely... Don't even try to pretend he wouldn't do that. This is just made to make the reader paranoid. And in doing so, I am kind of missing, like... I've stopped... In being paranoid, I've stopped asking questions about the kids' home lives, which are probably not great at the moment. And that's where it needs to focus on. Don't get distracted, SK. Don't become paranoid. Don't do it.
Don't get distracted. Focus on social work.
There we go.
No mysteries, no moitas. Social
No
work
orders,
only.
Just social work. During that time, either Mion was busy or Rika-chan had to help with the festival preparations. Mion was busy, but Rika-chan helping with the festival. Rika-chan helps with the festival?
Yeah,
What's
she's
Rika-
on the festival committee.
What's her... Oh, right, she's on the festival committee. Right, I remember that.
Kind of weird given that she is a small child.
Is it? I don't actually know that that's a weird part of it. Because, like, when you're in a small town, you help out with things even from a young age.
True.
That detail in particular doesn't strike me as strange given the setting.
Mm-hmm.
So he couldn't get everybody together for club activities. Even though I thought I would never want to participate again after the years it shaved off my life each time, not having it only made my heart grow fonder.
That's how you build strong connections, Kei-chan. You got to make sure to inflict some pain so that the joy feels all the sweeter.
Literally a cult. Literally is what's happening here. I really am not honest with myself, huh? Trans Keiichi? Today, we finally had our club activities again. These weren't the same old club activities. It was called the Watanagashi 5 Demon Firefight. And it was one of the biggest events in the club.
Keiichi, does this yukata still fit you? Can you try it on for a second?
Mom pulled out an old dusty yukata. I don't need a yukata. Those are embarrassing. I'll just go in my normal clothes.
But this is a festival. Wear it, okay?
Honestly, if there was a time of year where it was sanctioned for me to wear a cool fucking outfit like that, yeah, go for it. Do it, Keiichi. This is awesome.
I feel like that's one thing that that we've lost out on in modernization of the Western world. Holidays which are an excuse to put on a special outfit. It's a good idea to have a day where you put on a special outfit.
Exactly.
I think that you should just do that. In fact, I think you should be able to pick any day and make your own holiday where you wear a special outfit.
This is an endorsement from us, official endorsement. Rena and the others said just regular clothes are fine. If I was the only one wearing yukata, it'd be even more embarrassing. I put on the same old vest as usual. I'll be going with Rena and the others, so you don't need to worry about me, okay?
Is that so? I'll be going with Dad when he wakes up.
Dad let out a loud snore from the sofa. From how it looks, he must have pulled an all-nighter last night.
He just finished sending in his manuscript, so he might not wake up for a while.
Manuscript? So he's also writing, in addition to working as a painter.
Seems it. An artiste of many talents, perhaps.
Yeah. Is that, or is it like he's like doing like magazine pieces, or like I guess we don't have any context for that. Is he trying to write a novel? It seems my dad writes for art magazines sometimes too.
That's a way to keep the bucks flowing if your paintings aren't selling right for the magazines.
Because I mean, clearly he's qualified.
Yep.
Right? Like oh yeah, you're an artist yourself, and one that's, even if you haven't achieved like a certain amount of fame or renown or been in the business for a while, yeah, clearly qualified to write for art magazines. I've never read it though. I wonder if my dad is really a famous artist. Sorry. That actually changes the meaning. I wonder if my dad is a really famous artist. Since his own son is saying something like that, I can't imagine he's selling all that well. But he's able to feed a family of 3, and my life isn't exactly full of hardships. Could be that he's some master painter and I just didn't know about it. Ding dong.
Keiichi-kun, are you home?
Oh no, it was already time. I didn't want them coming here, so I was planning on leaving early and waiting outside. Doesn't want them in his home, huh? Oh my, it's Rena-chan. Thank you for always looking at... Oh, that's Keiichi, Mom.
Oh my, it's Rena-chan. Thank you for always looking after Keiichi. Ma'am, he's also been looking out for...
Why are you blushing just from meeting my mom? Don't get all flustered. It really doesn't feel right. Let's go, Rena. Since Rena would continue to space out if I left her here, I grabbed her hand and dragged her out.
Rena-chan, look after Keiichi for me.
It's clear everyone ships them, huh?
Yes, ma'am. Even if it means I must sacrifice myself.
Then why don't you do that right now? Also, stop it! This is just paranoia fuel. You gotta stop. She waved back even as I was dragging her away. Hey, there it is.
Okay, Kei-chan, you hungry today? We'll take care of that at these stalls.
Is she got like a sweater or something tied up around?
Yeah.
Okay. You thought I'd let myself get full knowing the club activities would involve the stalls?
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Where are Rika-chan and Sadako? Are they already at the temple?
Yep. Rika-chan's a festival committee member after all.
Also, she lives there, right?
No comment.
Didn't we... They said that earlier, right? That Rika-chan lives at the temple?
I don't think they said that. I think we went to the temple and Sadako said, "What are you doing on our property?" And we were like, huh, that's weird.
I see. So, Sadako and Rika live at the temple, or live near the temple on the temple grounds, and their children, and that's weird. Great. Awesome.
I forget who's talking. It's Rena, right?
Yeah.
Yep, Rika-chan's a festival committee member after all. Sadako-chan is probably with her as well.
I see. All right, let's make some noise today.
I've been here the whole time.
That's the wrong show. That's Game Changer. Make some noise is the other one. Are you doing this on purpose?
Maybe.
I see. Okay. We were already in high spirits with just 3 of us out there. Shouts out to dropout.tv, the only subscription service I've ever felt good about buying.
Yeah.
Just straight up. It was way more lively at the Furude. Right, I already had this moment. At the Furude Shrine than the last time I came, far exceeding my expectations. Throngs of people were crammed between rows of market stalls lined with colorful paper lanterns. And despite that, it was actually quite enjoyable. There sure are lots of people here. Can't believe they all live in Hinamizawa.
Everybody attends the Watanagashi, or else. I think about half the village is here.
Or else?
I just gotta make this worse for you.
Oh, you're doing this on purpose. Okay.
I just gotta lean in and make it more paranoia inducing.
Why would you do that? That's all you're doing is distracting me from the things I should be learning about. If I don't get to the heart of this, it's because of you.
It's not just that. Municipal and youth councils from neighboring towns and villages advertise this event as well.
Okay, so it's like a community thing.
Yeah.
I mean, more so a community thing. Like, I'm guessing neighboring towns and villages aren't much larger than Hinamizawa.
Did you have like a big town festival when you were growing up?
I don't have clear memories of it. I knew our town had kind of like events and stuff that were organized, but I don't. I grew up in a town that is mostly like suburbs.
Yeah.
So it would not have the same kind of vibe to it. I remember we'd have like there'd be like the town book fair at the town hall. They'd have the gymnasium set it up with everyone from around town selling old books and stuff, and that was awesome. But I don't really remember much else.
The town I grew up in after moving up north was one that was formerly rural and in the process of being rapidly turned into a big suburb.
Right.
As I was moving up there and living in it. So it was strange seeing things still try to have like the small town summer festival, except that the town green that it's being held on is literally just a green surrounded by big box stores because it's in the middle of the big shopping plaza that they had just built. And it's like, this doesn't have the same vibe as a town summer festival out by the town hall with everybody running around and
Exactly.
sharing apple pies
I
and
will
so on.
say-
Now it's suddenly corporate and weird.
Right? The town I grew up in did, like, it was kind of growing into suburbs, but it was still very rural.
It never
It had,
put up
like,
the big
a
box
town-
stores.
Right, exactly. We had, like, the town center, and you could walk around and have, like, the town library and all, like, the general store with penny candy in the window and all that goodness, right? The place you were growing up in, it was, like, that is only suburbs and box stores now.
Yep.
It's weird to even think about it having that. The town I grew up in could have had a claim to being small town at some point.
Yep.
Yeah, but- fucking weird, am I right? Anyway,
That's right. There aren't that many students at our school, but there's a lot of kids here today.
it just doesn't feel like a festival unless there are kids running around after all.
Oh shit, we got
shit,
all the
whatever.
voices screwed up.
That's
Whatever.
true. I agree.
Ah, hello and good evening.
These two knew everyone we came across. Of course, I greeted them as well, but I still wasn't familiar with everyone yet. Oh, hey, Reina-chan, thank you for the food you brought me a while back. Oh, this is...
Oh, Reina-chan, thank you for the food you brought me a while back. My son loved it. He said it was delicious.
Ah, it was nothing at all. I'm glad he liked it. Say hello to Kazuma-kun for me, please.
Kazuma-des.
Hey, if it isn't Sonozaki Ojo-chan. I'm in charge of a stand again this year, so make sure you come visit.
Pops, have you gotten fatter? You'll end up having a heart attack with a gut like that.
Oh, this kid here is new. Are you one of her underclassmen?
He's one of my members. An upcoming hopeful. If you cross him, he could crush your stand in one night.
You got little Missy's seal of approval, I see. Hope you take it easy on me.
As you can imagine, Mion was chatting away with the old guys running the stalls.
Michan is really energetic after all. She's really popular with the older men.
It's like she's used to having to act like an adult and navigate that world in a way that someone who's, 18?
Something like that.
Yeah, someone who's barely out of teenage shouldn't...
I'm still teenage.
Still teenage. Barely out of, adolescence, right? I think Rena's pretty popular, too, being cute and all. That was, of course, so long as her little condition didn't flare up. But as long as she's blushing quietly, she's pretty cute.
I'm popular with some people. Really? Really?
Oh, with some people. I evaded giving her a straight answer by roughly tousling her hair. Tousle, 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 tousle.
The stall keepers came all the way from town. It's not really a festival without them, after all.
Oh, so we're gonna mess with them now? I don't care what kind of match it is, I am going to win it.
Oh, yes. I'll try to.
Is this gonna be like they play Russian roulette with takoyaki and one of them's...
Could be. They would.
They would, is the thing. Oh yeah, Sadako!
Hey, you're all very late. It is unacceptable to keep a lady waiting, Keiichi-san.
Oh, my bad. Where's this lady I've kept waiting?
What did you just say?
All right, Sadako was in top form as well. Seems she was all excited about being able to get everyone in the club together for the first time in a while.
Whoa. Rika-chan. Cute.
Rena let out an elated sigh. It seemed the real lady had made her appearance. Is she the Shrine Maiden?
We'll see. Yep, she sure is.
Okay, yep.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening to Keiichi as well.
So that explains why she's on the committee and all that.
Yep.
Because she's actually the Shrine Maiden.
Yeah, she's a shrine maiden.
Okay, yeah, okay.
So of course she's on the committee.
Of course.
Whoa, looking good. You're looking sharp again this year. Cute. Gonna take you home.
Rika-chan was wearing a Shrine Maiden outfit. You know who Rena reminds me of?
Whomst.
Where are the Japanese shaman girls, Lintelo?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Rena's little outburst was completely understandable. Rika-chan's clothes sure do look like the real deal. Is that a real Shrine Maiden outfit?
My grandmother made them by hand. They're quite authentic. Rika-chan has an important task to do at the end of the festival, so she's wearing this.
I see. Rika-chan was on the executive committee because she performed all the Shrine Maiden rituals for the festival.
My work is only during the finale of the festival, so I can still play for a while.
Oh, wait, hold on. We gotta see the updated version of... Oh, that's actually really sweet. Aw. You still look like a little gremlin shit. But, Rika... Nothing bad ever happens to Rika.
I'm annoyed that they removed Sadoko's fanny pack in the new art so
They
that
did.
her carrying capacity is now reduced.
Right? Why would you do that? Where is
Yeah.
she gonna keep everything?
Now in the new art, she can't be hiding useful trap setting supplies at any
Right?
moment.
Man, when did fanny packs go out of style?
Yeah. Were they ever in?
I don't know. I used them a lot as a kid when we were like hiking and stuff.
Yeah.
But we cannot afford to waste any time. Let us begin.
All right. It felt good to wander around the festival with just the 5 of us. Mion called everyone over to a stand that caught her attention and proposed a rather odd competition.
Takoyaki eating race.
Maybe I'm just poisoned from from playing too many VNs that take place in a Japanese high school.
Everyone has to buy their own. Ready? Go.
A standard in vendor stalls, the takoyaki stand. What was especially standard for these kinds of events was the fact that they were only simply balls of dough, takoyaki in name only. It burns!
Are you okay, Keiichi-kun? Have some water.
My. Eating those scalding takoyaki whole is suicide.
I guess the trick is to buy the ready-made ones that have been left there for a while. They really don't taste good.
The stall next to it was a shaved ice stand. It was still a bit too early in the season for that, but right then it didn't matter. Let's do shaved ice this time. It's a shaved ice eating race. Ready, go!
Shaved ice eating race? I can't.
As long as you can melt it a bit with your body heat, then. It's so cold.
Not smart. This old man ordered it with plenty of syrup. It'll melt quickly when it's mixed up.
Those stooges were too late. The moment they chose to tackle it head on was their downfall. Ooh, finished.
Kei-chan is done. That was too fast. It couldn't be. Keiichi-kun, you didn't add water from the goldfish tank behind you, did you? That can't taste very good.
No, it can't. Don't drink goldfish water. They need that. Next to that was another old favorite, a cotton candy stand.
Why don't we do this one next? Of course, it's a speed eating contest.
Hey, how do you eat cotton candy quickly? How?
You reduce the mass. Or not reduce the mass, you reduce the size it's
The
taken up. 'Cause there's not a
volume.
lot of it there. It's just puffed up, and like it's only when you bite into it and get your like spit on it that you can really start compressing it and stuff. On Sadoko's mark, Mion, Sadako, and I all compressed the cotton candy with our bare hands. The time it took to stick the whole thing in our mouths, 3 seconds.
I expected Sadako to figure it out, but I didn't think Kei-chan would too.
I can't have you treating me like I'm a newbie forever, can I?
It won't taste very good.
Rika-chan had also crushed it between her hands and stuck it into her mouth. I like how Rika's she's still doing it, but she's still concerned that like it doesn't taste good
Yeah,
this way,
it's just like this is a huge waste of all this delicious festival food that makes it taste worse. This is probably the only place in Japan where people eat cotton candy like this.
I think only Rena's cotton candy was happy with how it was eaten. But it felt like we'd end up doing stuff like eat noodles to the nose contest or human water pump at the goldfish scoop at the rate things were going.
This old man will probably still win too.
Wait, how can you keep... Stop responding to my internal monologue.
No.
I am simply no match for Mion-san when it comes to eating repulsive things.
Yes,
Bragging
seriously.
about ability to eat gross stuff. What's up with you guys? Are you telling me you don't want to have a blue Hawaii topped yakisoba eating contest?
Shake, shake. Both Sadako and I shook our heads in unison.
Can we have a game that doesn't involve food this time? Can we?
Rena's proposal was a godsend. It was about time we played a different kind of game. Also seemed like neither Rena nor Rika-chan were any good at speed eating or gorging themselves.
Okay, Rena, I'll let you pick out the next game. Anything is fine. Well then, I'm going to be the judge. Find cute things on the festival grounds. You have 1 minute.
Fine by me. I know exactly what Rena likes.
All right, I think I can win with that.
I was gonna say, can you just pick up Rika? I found it.
Everyone makes a beeline to pick up Rika immediately. Ready, go.
Oh?
Oh, why aren't Keiichi-kun and Rika-chan starting? Why not?
Mion and Sadako dashed off madly, but Rika-chan and I calmly stayed right where we were.
Could it be you've already found it? The cute thing? We've already found it. Keiichi too?
Yeah, I've already found it.
What is it? What is it? I can't wait.
Both Rika-chan and I stood motionless for those few moments before Mion and Sadako returned. This is probably the first time we've gone head-to-head like this.
It will be the first.
Rika-chan, you expect to win with that, huh?
I am a member of this club as well. Win by any means is our society's third rule.
Rika-chan sneered to the best of her ability.
Sneer.
You're on.
I'm
You're
imposing.
I don't mean this in a bad way, but it's adorable when you sneer or try to. I can't be angry at you. Both Mion and Sadako came back, each with their own plan of attack stuffed in their arms.
Okay then. Let's go in order. Let's start with the club president, Mi-chan. Too bad, you guys. I'm ending this now. This old man brought this.
Where did she get those? They were old tin diamond-shaped signs.
Pleb curry, snake coil incense, and oronamine C. How about this?
That's very understated. A little too understated, Mion. I used to see those stuck up on barbed wire fences. They were more nostalgic than cute. Can you explain what part of that is cute? But there were puffs of smoke noisily shooting out of Rena's ears and nose, almost like a steam train. I didn't get it.
I shall be up next. It is this.
It was the hand-drawn poster from the Ladies' Society roasted corn stall. It was a really bad sketch done by a housewife. An anthropomorphic roasted corn drawn without any real sort of plan. Its very existence invited a sense of sorrow to the viewer. Beep! That was the sound of blood jetting out of Rena's nose. It seemed to have been rated higher than Mion's.
Rena just
I
loves
really get it.
blurst objects.
It's blurst! That's what it is! Feels like your artistic sense is a little avant-garde by about 5 eons.
Those were nothing but mass-produced signs, after all. They had no chance against something hand-drawn.
Couldn't even begin to follow the way those guys were thinking.
Then I will be next. Next is Rika-chan, is it? What can you even do without anything?
Did you and Sadako both forget? If Rika-chan felt like it, she could simply... After moving back about 10 yards, she began waddling up to Rena. Seeing that, both Mion and Sadako gasped.
Oh no!
Too late! Rika-chan tripped over nothing and lay motionless after falling down. Rena hurried over to her.
Rika-chan, are you alright? Alright?
Rika-chan had a lump on her forehead and tears welled up in her eyes. Only her fingers peeked out from her sleeves. This was the vital part. The palms of her hands were covered by her sleeves. She made just a single sound.
Mew. Cute. Going to take you home.
I'd completely forgotten about that. The play I personally had to use. Rena's face went completely red, her head bobbing back and forth with excitement. She embraced Rika-chan and began rubbing her cheek against her. I expect no less from her, and a single element was overlooked. Loli, Shrine Maiden, brink of crying, Mew! It was perfect. A simple trip transcended into pure moe. Now this is what you call art! Get Keiichi in room with Daru and just...
Kei-chan has a pretty weird definition of art.
Listen, you don't understand. I'll just pretend the sharp sting of those words cutting through me like a razor was a figment of my imagination. Rika-chan turned her gaze to me with a daunting smile as she was caressed by Rena, who was in full Keiichi mode.
Now, Keiichi, can you beat me?
That cold smile is frightening, Rika-chan. It must just be my imagination, but I see a demon inside of her sometimes.
Kei-chan seems to have his own plan of attack. I wonder what he's going to show her.
I also wish to observe the play Keiichi-san will make.
Could it be? Is Keiichi also going to give a performance?
I basked in their pointed stares. I pulled Rena, who gave no sign of canceling out of cute mode, away from Rika-chan.
Ah, cute thing, cute thing. Keiichi-kun, let go.
I'll show you something even cuter, so just hold on for now.
Huh? Oh, something even cuter.
It's a bit too crowded here. Let's go back there. Rena looked very surprised as I pulled her behind the shrine.
Cannot fathom what Keiichi-san could possibly be planning.
This is Kei-chan after all. No, it couldn't be. Keep on fighting. Yeah.
I fucking love Rika. She's great. She's got the best energy. After a bit, I returned. And a bit after that, so did Rena, dragging her feet.
There's no way that scoundrel Kei-chan did something to innocent little Rena.
Mion and Sadako passed by me, heading straight into Rena.
What exactly did he do to you?
For a moment, Rena was too dazed to realize someone was talking to her.
Oh, it's me, Chan. Rena, are you all right? Did Kei-chan do anything to you? No, he didn't do anything strange to me.
This is quite severe. Exactly what did Keiichi-san show you?
It was so cute.
Wait, Temple, did he show her, like, the guardian dog statues out front or something?
Could be. Those are pretty cute.
They're big. They're hard to move.
What did he show you, Rena?
Rena let out a really long.
Ah,
Her eyes sparkled as she spoke.
cute, so cute. It was Keiichi-kun's furry little seal.
Whamp! Whomp! In the blink of an eye, Mion and Sadako's elbow smashed into my face.
Huh? What? What? Showing Rena something so dirty.
That's the first time we've seen her angry.
actually pissed.
Actually pissed. Hold on. I want to see her modern actually pissed. Damn, that's actually angry. Good God. All right. That's fine. That's better though.
You sick pervert! I shall have you beaten into oblivion!
Wait, no, you got it all wrong. A dark billowing aura flowed from Mion and Sadako. It was no good. They're going to kill me.
Mi-chan, I'm not sure what's going on, but you've got it all wrong. You see, Keiichi-kun had... It's a fur seal keychain.
Rika-chan stuck her hand into my pocket and pulled out my keychain.
Nah? He said he made it long ago for one of his summer school assignments. He said he doesn't show it to others often because it's embarrassing.
Oh,
Yeah, so small and cute. He tried his best to make it. It's so wonderful. Oh, this old man thought you meant it was Keiichi's cute little fur seal.
hey.
I'd expect no less from Mion-san. You misconstrue things in the wildest of ways.
They slung insults at each other and looked like they were ready to tear into each other at any second. I beg of you. I'm in the clear. Would you mind getting off of me? We were interrupted by the flash of a camera.
Hey guys, you all seem energetic as usual.
It was Tomatake-san. As I lay crumpled on the ground, Mion and Sadako continued to bicker above me. Rika-chan was patting me on the head, and Rena was still in Keiichi mode. It was probably quite a lively scene.
It is a fine evening indeed. Although it's rather poor etiquette to photograph a lady without her permission.
That's right. Oh,
That's right. At least you don't really need Sadako's permission. Sadako dug her heel into me.
good evening. You're heading back tomorrow, aren't you? Were you able to take lots of good photos? Thanks to you, I got plenty of good shots. Tonight's the last we can see old Tomitake-sama, isn't it?
Tonight, thanks to you, huh? Rena showing him around on the sly, trying not to tell any of us about it, huh? Huh?
Maybe. It's such a shame. Hurry up and have your major breakout soon. Just as rude as ever, aren't you? I really am sad I won't be able to hear that voice of yours for almost half a year. Be sure to have as much fun as you can tonight. You'll be back in Tokyo tomorrow, after all. That's true. It'll be another 6 months, until I can enjoy another night where I can see the stars.
Tomitake-san looked up at the night sky cheerfully. At that moment, even though he was smiling, I sensed a bit of sadness. Why don't you move here, Tomitake-san, in Hinamizawa? Tomitake-san was speechless.
It's not very convenient here. No shops or recreational spots. There might not be anything really here, but you know.
Everyone knew what I was trying to say.
Oh, is that Keiichi saying that?
Oh yeah, it's not very convenient here. No shops or recreational spots. May not be anything really here, but you know. Everyone knew what I was trying to say. Tomitake-san was also well aware, so Rena, Mio, and Sadako and Rika-chan. None of them butted in. I've only been here for less than a month, so I don't really know everything about it. Normally I'm a really talkative guy, but in situations like this, I'm at a loss for words. Even though all this was happening in such a boisterous setting, it felt like all the background noise was fading into the distance. At least it's probably. Tomitake-san rested his hand on me gently, silencing me.
Thank you, Keiichi-kun. Mion-chan and Rena-chan. Sadako-chan and Rika-chan.
Why do you know everyone's name? Tomitake-san's smile was so slight as it looked as if it was going to crumble at any minute, but it was warm.
I also think it would be great if I could live here.
Those might have been cruel words coming from a kid who didn't need to worry about working to feed himself. A hand touched my back. It was Rena.
Keiichi-kun, you shouldn't pick on adults. It's not nice.
The background clamor of the festival returned.
We won't be seeing him for a while after all. We need to make sure Tomitake-san also enjoys tonight.
When Rena smiled, the mood instantly got brighter.
That's true. I think I'll do just that. Hey, Mi-chan, how about it? Can we let Tomitake-san in on our club activities?
Well, that's a great idea. Or so I thought, but Mion had a snobbish look on her face.
One of the requirements for membership is residence in Hinamizawa, you see. Come on, Mi-chan, just for today. Don't be mean.
He's also like twice your age. What the hell?
Well, he does come around often every year. I'll make him an honorary citizen. Whoa, yay! Now then, I wonder if this aged fellow, well past his prime, will be a match for me. Let's have him show us the wisdom of a mature adult.
Can you keep up with this youngins? Tomitake-san stepped back slightly at our audacious grins.
I, Mion Sonozaki, club president, do hereby authorize honorary citizen Tomitake's entry into our club.
Her words were quickly drowned out by our cheers.
What do you mean by club? What our club does, you see. In order to cope with our complicated society, we perform various activities with various rules. Sometimes they are in your favor, and sometimes they work against you. She practices this speech in front of the mirror every morning.
Does. She's got this down, just in case.
I'm pretty weak, so I'd prefer you not single me out. Let's try to get along. She also has it down to a science.
Mm-hmm.
If you wish to mock our childish games, then this will be the perfect opportunity.
We'll leave you with nothing. We won't even leave the hairs on your butt.
So, it's a club where we play games together.
Of course, Rika-chan was the only one to give an answer that made sense.
I'm here to be the only person who can talk normal and give plain answers to things.
It's weird that we rely on you for that, but you know what? I'm choosing not to worry about it.
All right, just what I wanted. I'll take you up on that challenge. Don't be too rough on me, my mentors.
Tomitake-san got riled up and did a victory pose like he was 10 years younger. That's perfect.
Did a victory pose like he was 10 years younger, which would still have been too old.
Yep. We continued walking through the festival with Mion in front. We now looked like a family of 6, and some intensity to it.
Same rules as always. The loser will, of course, be subject to a penalty.
Tomitake-san was a bit surprised, but to us it was just the same as always, regardless of how terrible a penalty it was. Just don't lose. Rena was also brimming with determination. She didn't have any intention of losing.
That's true.
I tousled Rena's hair to lighten the mood. She giggled to hide her embarrassment in the fact that she was still responding to the narration. Stop that.
No. I see. This is what it means to feel like a kid again.
Tomitake-san whispered that to no one in particular. At that moment, we heard an old man call out in a strong voice. Looking over, I realized it was the man Mion had greeted right before the festival.
You're here. Little Miss Sonozaki, seems you brought quite the crowd.
We came to eradicate your entire stall.
His stall was a shooting gallery. It was the usual setup where you had to knock down the prize you wanted with a cork gun.
The rules are simple. 3 shots. The winner is whoever gets the biggest prize.
Everyone shouted their agreement. There's no need to consider how to win, since the condition for victory was simply size. Biggest prize at the stall went without question. It was that one, wasn't it?
Whoa, that teddy bear. Cute.
Rena was gazing longingly at a large stuffed animal. It was intentionally placed on an unsteady platform, so it's possible to get it if you hit the right spot. It's magnificently set up to make someone think that.
Not bad, Keiichi-san. I figured you would see through this scam instantly.
The most logical course of action would be to aim for some candy or a doll.
The intent analysis had already begun. In this club, you'll get eaten alive if you don't come prepared. Everything hinges on what plan you could come up with before the main event. At some point, a large crowd had gathered around us, making a big fuss. There was this much of a following for our club's infamous event,
Knocking that bear down ensures a win.
but only 3 shots. To use them all just trying, that'd be rough.
Hey, I have other customers waiting, you know. Who's up first?
The first one has the advantage of being able to aim for the easier prizes, but it's dangerous to compete without knowing the gun's quirks.
Tomitake-san's take on the situation was pretty good. He gets what our club is about.
Well then, to be fair, how about using rock, paper, scissors to decide? How about it? That's really the only way. Rock, paper, scissors.
After a couple of matches, it ended up with Mion being first.
I didn't want to end up first. Oh well, I'll just think of it as a handicap. Gramps, gun.
Here you go.
When the shooting range guy handed her a rifle, Mion looked it over intently. She didn't forget to check the cork bullet either.
Okay. This gun is brand new, isn't it? No faults. Not bad.
Mion raised the gun in one swift motion. It was completely different from her careful inspection. She was shooting from the hip. Fire! Reload. Fire! Reload. Fire! Flop. 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 3 candy boxes fell, one after the other. A big haul. Why is she that good with guns?
Do you think the airsoft I carry is just for show?
Yes! The crowd paused in a moment of awe and then erupted in cheers.
Whoa, awesome!
That was quite good.
Tomitake-san was at a loss for words after seeing such shooting prowess.
Amazing, Mi-chan. 3.
Her accuracy was incredible. Her choice of targets wasn't bad either. The 3 Mion had gone after were fairly large, pretty easy to knock over. They were all targets with very high return on investment.
Who's up next? Sadako? Careful, the bullets are light.
Next was Sadako. The rifle looked a bit big for her little lithe body, but it didn't seem like she had any problem with the weight.
I'm used to carrying large things around. Don't ask why. Of course, I shall aim for the grand prize.
She proclaimed she was going after the teddy bear. Damn, Sadako, such a bold move!
The moment she knocks it over, she's guaranteed to be in first. Good luck, Sadako-chan.
Sadako was the opposite of Miona. She aimed at the target quite carefully and squeezed the trigger.
Bah! These bullets are too light.
First 2 bullets struck the bear in the torso, but it only shifted a bit. You need to aim higher towards the head or it won't work. Sadako's 3rd bullet wasn't aimed at the bear, but at the candy box below its arm.
Hate to say it, but it appears the bear is just too much for me.
She went boldly after the big catch, but since she switched over to less impressive prey at the last second, the crowd only gave a strained laugh. They're laughing because she lacked the courage? These fools know nothing!
A fine attempt, Sadako. You've gotten better.
The palm of Mion's outstretched hand went pump as it tapped down lightly on Sadako. Pff. She appeared to just be talking hot air, but this was actually completely calculated. Damn that Sadako, just to avoid being in last place, she dared switch over to an easy target, without shame or honor. Magnificent.
I'll allow you to take the bear, Renaissance. I pray for your victory.
Okay. Thanks so much, Sadako-chan. Bear-san, so cute.
Rena was up next. She couldn't hit the broadside of a barn as a regular Rena, but she said that the bear was cute.
I wonder how Rena-chan will do. I hope she's able to hit at least one.
You're underestimating Rena, Tomitake-san. It's Rena, you know? Rena Ryugu, you know? If it was to get that teddy bear.
Whoa.
Tomitake-san wheeled around to see what all the commotion the spectators were making was about. It was as if it was to get that bear, she'd be able to shoot through a pinhole. The one known as Rena Ryugu could do it.
It's shaking. Cute.
Rena couldn't hide her excitement over the bear's slow rocking. Now she couldn't lose.
Not bad, Renaissance. The less collected you become,
The stronger you get. Whoa! Another big cheer. Rena's bullet hit the bear's forehead again. Not enough. The bear seemed to wobble more than before.
But it might not be possible. You never know. With Rena-chan's skill, it might be.
While Tomitake-san was just as excited as the crowd, Rika-chan's analysis was not swayed by emotion. If Rena had 10 more shots, she could surely knock it over. But with just one more, no matter how you looked at it, no go! The crowd let out a dejected groan. She had shot it right in the forehead 3 times. It was a bit late, but they gave her a good round of applause for the attempt.
Bear-san, take him home.
She should be praised for her valor, but she had no trophies to show for it. And then at that moment, the old man flicked one of the candy boxes with his finger and handed it to Rena.
This is for you, little lady.
You're giving this to me?
Gods wouldn't forgive me if I let you go home empty-handed after such a display.
There was another shower of applause. Rena turned bright red, and I pulled her back over to us by hand. You did a great job! Your cute mode really surprised me.
I really wanted Mr. Bear.
It was easy to see that it only needed a little more to be knocked over. Rena had done quite a lot for me. I still needed to pay her back for that delicious picnic, after all. Alright, then
I'll get it and give it to you.
What? Tomitake-san had stolen the words right out of my mouth.
Okay. Please, Tomitake-san, good luck.
Damn you, old man Tomitake! Stealing the good parts for yourself! A small hand stretched over and fell gently on my head just before I was overcome with frustration.
You keep on fighting too, Keiichi, okay?
Thank you, Rika. Thank you. Do you get hit pets in return?
Potentially.
Hmm.
This pact is sealed.
What? Wait, what just happened? Tomitake-san carefully studied the bear. Setting his sights, he shouldered the rifle while holding the other 2 shots in his hand. Why is he doing that?
Yes, no doubt. Tomitake-san is aiming for...
Plop. The time between shots was so short. It was meaningless to shoot again once it stopped shaking. So Tomitake-san was relying on rapid fire to win the battle. It was visibly wobbling much more than it ever had before. But that was all. It still didn't fall over.
Too bad.
All of Rena's momentary expectation from watching it sway violently turned into a dejected sigh.
I really thought it would work.
Oh, seems that since you're a man, you will not be receiving any candy.
That was it. I meant Tomotage-san had no spoils of war.
So both Kei-chan and Rika-chan can just shoot down a small, easy prize and avoid being dead last.
Avoid being the loser, huh? Oh, sorry about that.
It's your turn next, Keiichi-kun. Best of luck.
I was the 5th shooter. I took the rifle from Tomotage-san. I took the ruthless route as Mion had suggested. I'd go for a small target. Except, when I picked up the rifle, I definitely got a feeling from it. It was burning passion. Passed down to me by Tomotage-san. The regret of not being man enough to fell the bear that Rena wanted. That's right. If I didn't aim for the bear, then I wouldn't be a man. After all, that was my promise to Rena.
Huh? What? Promise? What?
To shoot down that bear and then give it to Rena. That one.
You mean?
The crowd went wild when they saw our conversation.
Whoa, cool, Oni-chan.
You got balls, man! That's not it, fine men of the crowd. If I didn't do this, then Rena might mug the old man running the stall on his way home. That's not it. That's not it at all. Why can't I just express my honest feelings? I don't know, man. That sounds like a conversation for you.
Keiichi-san surely talks the talk. But how do you actually intend to bring down the bear?
Rena and Tomitake-san's shots did make it tilt a bit, but I think finishing the job will be difficult. Keiichi-kun.
If only there was some way to shoot faster, be able to pile more power on the sway from each hit.
Good luck, Keiichi-kun.
After taking 2 deep breaths, I shouted over to the guy, 2 more rifles, please. The crowd murmured amongst themselves. The triple-barreled rifle?
They said it was only 3 shots, but they never said how many guns were involved.
Oh no. I wonder what Keiichi-san is up to. One person can't handle 3 rifles at once.
I get it. Nice thinking, Kei-chan.
Mion was able to figure it out magnificently.
Basically, what was taking the most time was reloading the shot. That's right, then by putting 3 preloaded rifles next to each other.
Tomotage-san went silent, peering at me and the bear through his lens. The photographer's blood predicted a miracle will occur. Then the crowd finally picked up on what I was planning. They let out a great cheer. They chanted my name, Keiichi. Rapid fire is the key. If I miss, all is for naught. Phew. After letting out a deep breath, I paused. Relax. Now! That moment, I felt like time itself had stopped. I felt like I could see the trajectory of the bullets. Hit it. And knock it down! The first shot hit the bear on its head. The second. The third! The bear swayed hard. And then...
That was a familiar sound effect.
Yeah, it was. I'm just gonna put that in the back of my mind for now and just kind of not think about that for a bit here. Anyway, woo!
Woo! Yeah!
Ooh! The cheers began before the stuffed animal even finished falling off the shelf. The guy caught it before it hit the ground and tossed it over to me.
You actually knocked it over. You got me.
Amazing. Congratulations, Keiichi-kun.
Keiichi-san has finally learned how to use his head. I see you in a slightly better light now.
I didn't do it all by myself. Everyone hit it, and those small bits together brought it down. This trophy belongs to all of us.
Right. This is from all of us working together. Me didn't hit it a single time. Ugh.
After holding up the teddy bear like it was a championship trophy, I handed it to Rena. Here you go. This is from me. No, from all of us. Thank you for always making your delicious lunches. Rena, thinking she was never actually going to get it, was momentarily speechless.
I can't, Keiichi-kun. This is everyone's after all.
In that case, I was the one who knocked it down, and it's mine. It's mine, so I'm giving it to Rena. I pushed the stuffed animal towards her again. This time she embraced and accepted it. You watched out for me ever since I moved here, after all. I really am grateful. Thank you so much, Retta.
Ah, Keiichi-kun, thanks so much.
Rena dove at me. Give us a hug, CG! Mion told me a few days later that Rena kissed me, but I didn't realize it during all the excitement at the time. Remembered what I was trying to say to Tomatake-san earlier. There really isn't much of anything here, but there are lots of things you can't find anywhere else. I gained a lot from coming to Hinamizawa, especially at that moment. The crowd's cheers echoed on and on.
Festival
All right.
fun time.
Festival fun. I think I was gonna wait till it did a chapter change, but this feels like a nice mood shift here. So
Yeah.
we'll stop it here for this sode. Hope you're all having a good time so far. Yeah, this is all good and warm and friendly, and nothing weird is gonna happen.
Yeah, this was a very normal time today.
Yeah. And as usual, stay after the credits if you want to hear the parts where we were talking about Umineko spoilers. We
Yeah.
decided to move those to the end. So see you all next time, everyone. Bye.
Peace.
Smash that like, comment and subscribe.
Heads up, these will be some full game spoilers for Umineko, so if you haven't already read it yourself or watched our Let's Play, now's your chance to close out the video. So, I had a question for
Right.
you. Now that we've had a couple episodes for the setting to sink in,
Mm-hmm.
do you have any theories for why in the heck Burncastle Umineko writes the opening to this?
I had some thoughts on that.
Yeah?
And some of it is like, because I guess there's no way to talk about this without spoiling a little bit of Umineko here, so I'll put a timestamp up or something.
Okay.
But
Spoiler!
yeah, just know that we're gonna talk. It's not a huge spoiler, but it is a detail you might find fun to figure out yourself.
So why is Hachijo Toya's cat writing the intro?
I don't think it's that Hashijo Toya's cat is writing the intro. I'm pretty sure the fact is that it's just Hashijo Toya's cat was named after whoever this Frederica Burncastle is.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it. I think you're trying to trap me with your framing of things.
With my logic games.
Yeah, and no, I'm pretty. If anything, and to be fair, this came out 5-ish years before 4 or 5 years before the first chapter of Umineko. It could have been that the name Burncastle didn't have that meaning to it yet. This could be just, a ex post facto thing where like, oh, I can name this cat Burn. That'll be fun.
Yeah, it could just be the use of the name in Umineko could just be a fun callback gag.
Yeah, and like that's admittedly that seems a little shallow, but like I don't really have any other reason to believe it's anything else at this point. So we
Fair
don't
enough.
know anything about this Frederica Burncastle yet.
Yeah.
So
Good old
anyway,
Freddy.
or Freddy. Anyway, end of spoiler bit. I'll probably move that to the end of the episode actually, so that way you don't have to like skip through that. At
Yeah,
the
let's
beginning.
do that. That's much smarter. We
Yeah.
should, when we have Umineko spoiler discussions,
just put 'em
because
at
we
the-
will, it's going to come up again.
Yeah.
We should just
We'll put them at the end.
cut it out, pop it at the end.
Okay, so let's just get a fresh new intro to this episode.